What is up, YouTube? This is YouRandyBob, and I just built this box mod, and it's unregulated, straight direct connection, nothing, no chips, nothing. So, as you can see there, it's just all straight direct connection. But I'm building on my broken Dark Horse. I have a new one right here, and that's gonna go on my God mod. So, let's get into this. What you want to do is you want to use the wire, whatever wire you want to use. It can depend on many different things here. I'm watching South Park, but it depends on what ohms you want. So we're gonna build around 2 ohms. I don't really 100% too positive what it would be, but it'd be around that area. But what you want to do is, let me cut this here real quick, restart for you. Alright, so after you get the wire that you want, whatever gauge wire you want to take a screwdriver or drill bit. I'm using a 3mm screwdriver. What you want to do is you want to take the end piece here, or your lead, stick it on this, and you want to hold it with your thumb. Now after you hold it with your thumb, take this here, the other rest of your wire there, and just wrap it around however many wraps you want. So we're going to do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, how to tell how many wraps you got is when you wrap this around, you see this here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, after you have your wraps that you want to be able to pull this up to the point to where, and you gotta fix this as well. You want to be able to have both of these here be facing the same direction. So after you got them facing the same direction, clip this wire like that. This is a little quick build that I'm doing here, but let me fix this out. Like so. So after you do that, you want to take this here. You can take it off if you want, doesn't really matter, but you want to take your one lead, go into your negative, and your other lead goes into your positive. Now you push it in as far as you want, and you can usually use this here so it sits there and holds it. Now you want to take your other screwdriver and tighten up the bolts here. Let me get this bigger screwdriver here. Now you want to be able to set this in perfectly, however, be able to push it in to wherever you want to put it, and then tighten down the positive, take it down the negative. You don't want to tighten it down too much, because if you do, then it will break your leads and you have to redo it. So let's take these off here so they don't catch fire or anything. Now let's hold this button, heat it up, and then push it together. When you push it together, what it does is you're heating up the metal, as you see here, and whenever you push it together, it compacts it together. So then it's a straight, better, it looks cleaner, and it's just what you want. It's what you want. So let me clean this up a little bit. Let me just go here, turn this down a little bit there, a little bit there. Fix it and pull down a little bit. So there's the one coil. So in this we're going to do dual, so that means we're going to do everything again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It should be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So let's take this here, push it out. Let's clip it there. Let's just tighten this up a little bit so it looks better. Clip the lead there off that negative since you don't need it anymore. And when you do that, take this screwdriver and push it up. Now for your positive, you just want to push off to the side. Because what you're doing is you want to open this positive back up so you can send this new lead through. And when you send this new lead through, you can't stick it all the way through because it would be hitting that one, and you don't want that. So you slowly just want to trim. What I do is I slowly trim it away until I get to the one that I want. See, that's too long. I mean, you can do many different methods when you do this. But it's all up to your own preference on what you want to do. Whoops. I'll bend this over a tad bit. I'm gonna let that work there. I'm gonna make it look good then. Tighten down both leads. Let me cut this negative lead. For this positive lead here, well, actually let me cut this negative lead and this positive lead here. Make sure you don't clip the wrong lead, because if you do, then you have to turn around and redo this all over again. No one wants to do that. So let's send that up there. Let's send it up. From there, let's fire it up on this side, fix them. You can also blow on it and it gets done quicker. So there's the one. If you go small like I am doing here, it won't look spot on perfect, because since of them being so small of coils. But it's alright. You won't get everything perfect on your first try because it takes time. But you want to make sure they both fire at the exact same time. But unfortunately, these are not. There we go. You want them to glow from the ins. What you want? You want them to glow from the inside here, and you want them to glow out. So, see how they're glowing from the inside out. So let me compress this one a little bit more. Just tweak it here a little bit. There we go. Alright, then what you want to do next is you want to get your cotton. So, you can use Walmart cotton, Rite Aid cotton, whatever you want. What I'm using is Japanese cotton. Japanese cotton is non-bleached, so it's not, when you take your first hit, it's not, you don't taste like none of that bleach stuff, which is what you want. So let's take a little piece here off like this, and then spread it out a little bit. Split this in half. Now what I do is, when I have the piece that I want, what I do is I neat pick it a little bit, and then I take it and I roll it up. Like so. See? And when it comes like this, I usually just go like this. So then whenever you slide it through, you gotta fix the ends a little bit, make them nice sharp and pointy there. When you send it through, it's nice and clean. Whoops. That's because that's catching in there. Let's fix this here. Let's pull that out. Let's actually push this together a little bit. There we go. Push this together as well. Let's make sure they still fire same time. And they do.